Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining and welcome to this Product People event. Before we start, a quick reminder, our events are streamed on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitch. And all of these talks are recorded and saved on YouTube, so feel free to check them out and check any sessions that you might have missed. We are also going to have a Slido for you to share insights and ask questions directly to the speaker. And today's session is about building AI-driven solutions, and it will be presented to us by Thaddée Reynaud, who is a CPO expert in SaaS, B2B, and AI. But before I hand it over to Thaddée, let me briefly introduce myself and Product People. So my name is Marina. I'm a product manager consultant at Product People and your host today. I have a background in research and a PhD in neuroscience, and I worked with both startups and large companies, gained experience in very different domains from pharmaceuticals and biomedical research all the way to fintech and banking. On the other side, for those who don't know us, Product People provide interim product management and product leadership through our 40 product managers. And we also run one of the largest PM communities in Europe with more than 60,000 members. But before we go into our presentation, we would also love to hear from you. So if you could please scan this code on the right-hand side and go to our Slido to answer this one question that we have. And that is, what is the main quality challenge you face when building AI products? A, is it ensuring reliability and reducing hallucinations? Is it B, evaluating and measuring output quality? C, missing or inconsistent input data? Or D, a lack of AI expertise or best practices? I will now give you a couple of seconds to answer. And then when we get a bit answers, I'm going to present you the results. Thaddée, do you have any opinions? Or
I guess the A is probably the most common because this is the main preoccupation when you build AI products. You want to avoid hallucination and be sure to have the most reliable product. So I will go for A.
Yeah, I was also thinking about A as an answer, but to be fair, like when you get the output from an AI, it's kind of a black box, right? So like you're always thinking to yourself, like, what is the quality of this? Like, is this real? I mean, it's kind of similar to hallucinations, right?
Mm.
And now we already have the answers so we can draw conclusions. And it seems like many of you do agree with Thaddée because the option A has 75%. And then the second lead is
Mm.
C, missing or inconsistent
Yeah.
input data with 20%. Okay, very interesting. So now moving further, just give me a tiny second. Okay. Um, Without any further ado, I'm happy to welcome once again Thaddée Reynaud, who is a product leader with over 15 years of experience in product management, which includes over 7 years as a CPO and over 5 years in AI. He's specialized in driving innovation, strategy, and growth in B2B industries across startups, scale-ups, and SMEs. So rather broad knowledge and interests. Passionate about delivering high quality and user-centric solutions that maximize ROI and long-term impact. And here is to Thaddée. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank
We
you.
are very excited to hear your approach to building AI-driven solutions. And I hand it over to you.
Okay, great. So you can see my screen, right? Okay. So thank you everyone for joining this webinar. I will try to share some of my personal experience on how to reach quality in AI product, because the main challenge is to be in a non-deterministic world. So just to quickly introduce myself, Marina already did it. So just to be very quick, I joined Values as Chief Product Officer a few weeks ago, yes. And I was previously at Xpend as a CPO. We build AI product in international trade. I have 8 years as CPO and 15 years in product management, and I will share my 5 years building AI products. So just to introduce what we do at Values, we are passionate about data and retail media. We have more than 140 million customers covered across more than 4,000 stores and their website. And we offer to retailer, agencies, and also brands data and insight management, retail media solutions in order to steer their marketing campaign from end to end. And we also provide some customer engagement applications. So we mainly deal with data and obviously with AI, as AI is fueled by big data. To share some of my experience with AI product, there are four areas. The first one is machine learning algorithm. I start in 2020 working on B2B matchmaking solutions to create matches between importer and exporters companies. As we have thousands of companies in our database, we have this matchmaking learning, this machine learning algorithm to improve the matchmaking suggestions between our customers. I also worked on the writing assistance features, mainly used to power our messaging system, leveraging the profile and history of each participant. We build a lot of AI assistants and especially highly customized assistants, leveraging up to 1.5 million of data sources to build tailor-made assistants powered by the data of our client and also the data of our own data lake. And I worked also on agentic AI solutions, and here we are rather talking about proactive and autonomous agent aiming to boost our client return on invest. So in this presentation, I will mainly focused on Gen AI cases, as this is the most popular and representative form of AI. But actually, all these principles can apply to AI generally. So first of all, in terms of quality, the massive advent of AI is a paradigm shift. Regarding product quality, this is mainly due to two characteristics. The non-determinism of AI, meaning when you inject the same input, you won't have the same output twice. And also because the high probability of hallucination. With hallucination, you cannot just use standard test alone. You need to apply additional workflows and additional practices. It's not just a question of adding new QA layers, tools, or automation. So in terms of quality, I identified 4 pillars. The specialization of your AI, the quality of your input and optimization of your input, the way you choose your model, and the principle of continuous evaluation. So regarding the specialization, the idea here is a highly specialized AI for assistant or agent will almost always outperform a generalist one in terms of quality and reliability. So my best advices on that is first of all to define a clear use case for your AI. You must align the objective, the purpose of your AI product with specific business need. You need to aim for a hyper specialization for your AI to be rather focused on a limited field instead of looking to be too general. The data selection is very important, and you must select carefully the most relevant and up-to-date data. And this is the same idea. If you focus on a specific field, you will increase the reliability of your AI. And possibly you can use a technique called mixture of experts, which consists in routing the user queries to a specialized AI sub-agent depending of the content of the query. So this is a way to propose a generalistic experience, even if you specialize your AI solutions. The Mr. Expert will route the query to the right agent in order to provide the best output. So the idea here is the quality start by defining a clear and focused purpose for your AI. Here is an example we made at XPen, my last company in international trade. We built a hyper-specialized assistant called Asian Counterpart Finder. So the mission of this assistant is to help our client to find the right counterparts to grow their business in China, in the Asian market, but most of all in China. So the idea here is to have an assistant able to provide you with the right importer, exporters, and counterparts based on vetted data sources, and also to be sure that he will always provide you with vetted information. This is the main difference from if you use a ChatGPT or Gemini or something else. You will have some hallucination. You will have some unreliable data. So the idea to have a hyper specialized assistant only connected to a specific database will guarantee to have the most reliable answers and to find the right counterparts. This LLM has also the instruction to answer only based on the data he was fueled with. The next pillar is the input optimization, based on the principles that bad input means bad output. So low quality prompt, bad data source will lead to unreliable responses, bias, hallucinations, etc. So the best practices here are to use the chain of thought, is injecting in your prompt a step-by-step reasoning instruction for better accuracy of your output. You can also use few-shot prompting by injecting in your prompt concrete example of input, expected input or output to illustrate the desired pattern. Another technique is the prompt chaining, which is pretty efficient by using sequential use of several prompts to enhance the final output. For this one is pretty easy to implement because you just need to implement a chain of different prompt to automatically enhance the output. But in the user experience, you will lose the instant answer. So depending on the use case, it can be a good move or not. You can also play with the temperature tuning of the model by adjusting the randomness or creativity according to the expectation of your AI behavior. So the idea here is any AI output will never be better than the processed input. So you must invest a lot in the quality of your prompt, your data, the format, the structure of your data in order to ensure the best quality. So my point here is quality is not a question, just a question of assessment after the output and the answer, but you need to prepare upstream with the quality of your input. Another pillar is the model choice. And here, this is pretty difficult because there is no perfect model or provider. The key is rather to find the right balance between the cost, the performances, and the purpose of your AI. So here, my best advices will be to always perform a continuous benchmark of the models because it changes fast. So you need to invest to stay up to date with the evolutions of the different models and provider. Here, you can also use the technique of the mixture of agents, which is pretty different than mixture of experts, because mixture of experts is rather routing the query to the right hyper-specialized assistants. But for the mixture of agents, we'd rather combine queries to multiple agents in order to get a better output. You can also try to design your product and your application to make it simple to swap from a model or a version to another one. So this is rather an effort to do when you prepare the specification, the design, the architecture of your product, in order to be sure to be able to switch easily, for instance, by implementing a specific back office for that. And you need also to anticipate rollback possibilities in such an exploratory field, because you should just have to push one button to go back to the previous version, because in this area you always need to test, learn, maybe roll back or switch the model. So you need to stay flexible. The best result won't often come from a single model and stay like that in time. You need to stay flexible and put agility the way you design your application. The fourth pillar is the continuous evaluation. So because the traditional QA tools and process are not enough for ensure quality in AI products, you need to add additional element in your product culture. For instance, you need to define acceptance ranges, because you need rather to think in terms of quality threshold, not exact matches, because in a non-deterministic area, you won't have exactly the expected result, but you can define some levels of acceptance. You should invest in the user feedback loops by regularly collecting user rating of your generated content. You can use also AI for assessing your quality, LLM as a judge. The principle is to use another AI to assess the output against the predefined criteria. And last but not least, something that helped us a lot is to ask for external expertise according to the field of your AI product. If I take the example of the international trade, when we build a hyper specialized assistant, we have some quality assessment from very high quality experts of a specific market, specific industry, like for instance the AI assistants for the Asian market. In order to assess the answers of our AI, we invest with experts of the Asian market in order to assess in time the output of your AI. So the idea here is to confront your AI product with real world performances, and to invest in a loop for a continuous improvement of your product. So to sum up, the four pillars: specialization of your AI will mean quality, because specialized solutions tends to always outperform generalized ones. Bad input means bad output. Of course, you need to make pay attention to the prompt and the quality of the data you will inject in your AI. Keep in mind that there is no perfect model, and you must stay flexible. Things change fast, so you must test, learn, and be ready to switch when it's needed. And of course, continuous evaluation is the key. So I will conclude with a quote from Peter Drucker: "The greatest danger in time of turbulence is not the turbulence itself, but to act with yesterday's logic." And the same applies for quality in AI, of course. So thank you, everyone.
So please head back to our Slido and submit any questions you have for the speaker. And while you draft your questions, I'll share a few more slides about product people to give you a bit more time. I hope that by now you had time to scan the QR code again. So we are typically invited to join teams as interim product managers or product leaders, as product coaches or consultants to upskill the teams, either product management or maybe product operations teams, and as well to accelerate transformation in teams. And here are some clients that we've worked with before from B2C as well as some B2B clients. And finally, about our company, we've supported over 690 cross-functional teams. There is 40 of us, 40 product leaders and product managers in our team. And as a woman, I'm very proud to say that both our team and our leadership are around 60% female. And now maybe we already have some questions. Let's see. If not, we're gonna wait for a couple of moments.
Maybe that means
Okay.
it was clear enough.
Yeah, maybe it was clear enough. Maybe I was just not providing enough time for everyone to scan the QR code, and then I just went through the presentation very, very fast. So let's maybe still give another second for people to type it all up. So, okay, I already have one. So, when aligning business, product, and tech around AI goals, what frameworks or rituals have you found most effective?
I'm not sure there is a specific rituals or framework, but the idea is to involve all the stakeholders as soon as possible in defining the solutions and the choice. So you must try to not define a solution like a top-down decision or a bottom-up, but try to involve collectively the people
Mm,
around the solutions. So maybe it's rather the idea is rather to demonstrate by example with benchmark with concrete cases, but I don't see I don't think there is a specific ritual or framework, but maybe rather the idea to involve as soon as possible all the different stakeholders in the discussion in the exchanges.
okay, thank you. Um, shall we go to the next question? Now I have plenty of them at the beginning, nothing, and now it's just coming. Okay, so are there maybe lightweight techniques that the PMs can use to evaluate the trustworthiness of the AI outputs early in development?
The question is rather how you assess the reliability of the data you use for your AI, because this is the point of my presentation.
Mm,
The way to assess the quality of your AI won't be the same the way you assess the quality of a standard product. In a standard product, you inject A and you expect B. So you just have to check every time you inject A, you have B. But in AI, it won't be the case. It won't work like that. So you have to rather invest all your effort by refining and checking and updating the data that fuel your AI. And this is why my point is rather about how do you ensure that you use the right data. And this is why I suggest, and my advice is to highly specialize your AI. If you focus on a specific area and then possibly use a mixture of experts, if you want to propose a wider experience, you will increase your chance to ensure the reliability of your data and therefore the reliability of your AI output.
okay, so
But
basic. Okay, hold on.
I can complete also with another advice from my presentation is to absolutely use the feedback loop. The feedback loop is very important because it allows you to collect instantly the feedback from your user. So you must let your users assess the output of your AI. This is a very effective way to know if your AI is reliable or not for your users.
Okay, and do you have any specific ways in which you propose this is done? How do you prompt the users to tell you their opinions?
Oh, it can be something like you can see in many existing AI solutions, even like ChatGPT. It can be a like dislike button. That's the first step to assess the quality of your output. You will collect some like or dislike button, and you can also add a specific form for to collect. So this is a very classical way. You can also use a specific AI to do that in a chatbot or a conversational experience in order to collect some feedback. So any traditional way to collect feedback about your product can work to collect feedback about your LLM output.
Okay, thank you. Moving on to the next question. So, what is your advice for PMs who want to build credibility in AI heavy environments without overstepping into data science?
No, it's not necessary to have a complete knowledge in data science if you want to step in AI. Because one of the main advantage of AI today is it's very easy to learn by yourself about AI. So there is a lot of courses, of content, free content online. So just need to test and learn and try by yourself a lot of tools. I think, for instance, about NA10, tools like that that you will be able to play with, or Lovable, for instance. All these AI tools can help you build a concrete prototype or test with AI without having any knowledge or advanced knowledge in development, in data science, etc. So AI is probably one of the most accessible technical field today. So you should use this opportunity and just be curious by testing and learning every day.
Okay, moving on to the next question. What's one lesson from your time as a CPO that fundamentally changed how you approach AI strategy today? I think this is very relevant for many of the leaders today. So really looking forward to what do you think about this?
Yeah, if there is one key lesson, is AI is not an end itself. AI is a tool, is a way to augment and boost your product. It's a way to increase the experience you provide to user. But the trap is to make AI for AI. If you start to make AI
Hmm.
for AI, you will probably lose yourself and use your product. So you actually you need to continue to keep your product approach like you did before. And AI is just a way to make it quickly, faster, stronger. But if you keep AI as a tool and you use it well, you will win.
Okay. And for now, the last one that I see is what's the best way to start building a specialized AI solution?
The best way to start is to think about the purpose of your AI. Well, it's linked to the previous question. What will be the,
Hmm.
the, the value of your product? What will be the value for the user? And then when you have a clear target, a clear focus for your AI, you can start to gather the information, the data, how you will inject the instruction to the AI. So think about the prompt, the parameter of your model, choose the right model, because some models are better in writing text, others are better to create content or visual content, others are better for reasoning, for instance, in a more asynchronous way. So think about the purpose of your product, So this is why I say this is the same way to do product management, but just using a new tool and not the inverse. So just think about the value you want to provide to users, and then pick the right data, pick the right model, and build your AI product accordingly.
Thank you. And it seems like I lied. In the meantime, we got two more questions, and I think we will then wrap up after these two. This one is actually very interesting, and I'm really looking forward to your answer. Are you maybe working with any clients, or have you worked with clients of art, music, and kind of human experience? And how do you envision technology influencing the creative process itself?
Yeah, that's a good question. In my job, so far I didn't work with artists directly, but it's about to be the case because at Values we are aiming to use AI, for instance, for generating creation, marketing, content creation. For instance, that is a way to create some visual, audio, visual, or video content. My answer will be pretty the same. So for me, AI is just a tool, and it goes the same way for product manager or artist. I'm not absolutely not shocked if artists wants to use AI to make new creation and new proposition. I know some musicians in France which are using AI to explore new area, new way to create music. So as of course you can create a bad quality stuff with AI, or poor quality stuff, but I think AI is a tool like another, like people doing music or creation with computers, but with AI you will just open new possibilities. So if you consider it as a tool, and in the end you want to propose something new, something different, I think it's a good thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think I agree in many aspects here, because I think we are in some ways glorifying AI like it is the revolutionary tool, and it is in some ways, but at the end of the day, it's just a tool, and the human behind it needs to be able to still create value with it.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and now the last question. How can we effectively position and sell a SaaS product that is enhanced with AI features? And this is a bit specific, or like specifically for document generation to potential customers.
Yeah, but it depends how you what's the positioning of your tools for which persona for. But I heard something. People say that SaaS is about to disappear because of AI, and the same goes for website. And maybe it's not totally wrong. Maybe the way we use interface with website, with SaaS platform, won't be the same in a few years. So maybe the best move today is to try to anticipate that. For instance, at Values, we already are thinking about the agentic shopping, because we are providing some retail media solutions. So that's a tool where you can steer your marketing campaign online for the brand. And with agentic shopping, the way we do marketing online won't be the same. And I think that's the same for website, for SaaS. You need to think better with interaction experience via AI. It can be audio, conversational, but maybe the interface, the way you click on button, etc., will be different. So you need to take that into account in the way you create value in a SaaS experience. So after that, I'm not sure to understand the question for the document generator. Can you specify?
I mean, I cannot, because because I didn't write the question.
Okay.
But I my assumption is because it mentions specifically for document generation, since we can use LLMs to generate a lot of content. And then
Mm,
if you have some kind of a product that is targeting like this documentation generation,
mm.
automation around documentation, like how can you position yourself when AI might be able to perform these tasks? This is how I understand
Okay.
and interpret the question. Now it could be completely off. I hope it's not.
Okay. No,
But yeah.
I see. I see. My point is the same. My point is in any case the way we provide value via SaaS or classic standard interface will change, and the core value of your product, which will be obviously powered by AI, like any product today and tomorrow, will be the data. The data is the secret sauce of your AI. So if you want to provide value to differentiate your product from others and to be sure to propose unique value to your end customers, the main the core value of your product is your data. So focus on the data and how you use it to provide the best value to your customers, and you will succeed, and you will differentiate your products from others.
Thank you very much, Thaddée. Thank you for all of these answers and sharing
Thank you.
insights with us. Now, just moving back to a presentation. So, to our audience, thank you so much for listening. If you would like to stay connected, please scan these QR codes to subscribe to our newsletter. We are also hiring, always hiring. Um, and super happy to see you in our next events. For example, if you enjoyed this talk, maybe you would also enjoy the talk on November 11th when we will be talking about productionizing enterprise grade LLM agents. And that will be it. Thank you so much for joining and see you next time.